Same kind of map, new POIs, but the action I just feel like is going to be so fresh already. That bus makes Command Cavern start the game earliest. That's an awesome pink that we're in line with the highest point of drop as well. Near the blimp, they're going to have control.
Yeah, they obviously got the better half last season, right? Maybe that's a bit of an understatement even. Obviously, I got the chance to speak to Savage, and you know, they were hopeful about their chances this season, turning the tide a bit, but of course, with the changes that have been made to Tilted, at what point do maybe they think, actually, maybe we don't even want to land here at all anyways, right? So, plenty of changes to be adjusted to. I think we're going to actually check out how those guys went down. Mr. Savage and Benji going for that.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
It's like that. They even had such a cool drop. I was like, there's no way this goes bad. But, yeah, unfortunately, even with Benji just being a powerhouse and getting one of the knocks down, you can't really stop Vico from pushing that box. That was also, you know, Reese mentioned the wishy-washy predictions back and forth. I had a feeling in my heart that if Benji and Savage are given enough time, maybe just a game or two, they can get so many points. But having these types of players and teams around them, it's tough.
Yeah, full 50-50s are difficult. This fight here that's actually just wrapped up isn't a full 50-50, but Hardfind and ADN versus Janice and Vortex over at Greasy. This is also a really interesting fight because, again, if you know me, I'm a big fan of Janice and Vortex. They obviously very much impressed last season, but this time round, ADN and Hardfine get the best of them.
Yeah, you would think that on the side of Janice and Vortex specifically, they're a little bit more patient. And Greasy fights favor kind of the teams that take it a bit slower and are a little bit more methodical overall, but it seems like Hardfight and ADN got the drop on them. I was seeing that fight going the other way, but clearly these guys have the plan.
Good. And so you always have to pick your timings and your openings wisely. You see Bad Sniper and DKS, they think they found an opening. Not able to connect with much just there. They will have to find something though, 222 below. You can see on the right of your screen. And so that means that desperate times are among them. They have an IO vehicle as well, and so they'll really want to stay in this game. Always have great potential to go far into the moving zones of that. But you have to do damage. If you don't do damage, the server will claim its damage from you. And this is why they're getting in.
Yeah. This is just tough. DKS Bad Sniper, 86 below. Focus on that number on the right side of the screen. It's already gone, though, as are both these players. Yikes is there with Vico. They started off the game taking out Benji and Savage, and now they're here just reigning and leading the lobby in eliminations.
Yeah. Obviously, only one player needing to go down before Surge will stop ticking for the meantime, and so he'll hope he can just weigh it out. Obviously, 163 above now works in his favor. And now that we've hit 70, Surge will be switched off, for now at least. Where a couple zones going to be back, but this is not good whatsoever. Pink, and then that's in a bit of trouble, and that's actually being taken out, and there ain't going to be many places to get a reboot off.
How is this even possible? 2 pads rolling in with this type of inventory. Was it Surge that kind of put them into this position? I'm not even sure they...
Yeah, you can see how awkward things got for them, right? Where Chapix overpeaks a bit, takes some damage, and so now they're on the back foot, but they'll be all right. I don't know about this duo, though. Will they be able to be all right? Oh, dear. Hype now doesn't have a teammate, and he doesn't have any HP left. Right back to the lobby in just a matter of a flash.
Was that a base or a blender? I'm not sure, because those HP bars, they went down so fast, and they're still falling.
Yeah, man, a bit of the chunks left over, just dripping through.
But doesn't really land them. These guys are now in the air. Can't really heal off the damage that will strike, so they have to land quick, hit some good shots, and hopefully stay alive. 4 more people need to go down. ADN, though, lands into disaster. It's just Hardfind with a 360 beam, but he gets deleted too.
Yeah, that was real tough. Wasn't able to stay behind ADN quick enough to back him up in the box, and they both fall because of it. Hen now, holding players in. They do this incredibly well, always set up in great positions to take out players who are wandering in the back of the zone, trying to get to safety. And that's going to be a continued theme in the rest of this lobby. You can see everything shaping up now. Everybody finally starting to get into that position, but this is where things really get hectic, Shayo, as the moving zones are upon us.
Yeah, right now, exactly where Head and Queasy are. Above them is Hasten and Chapix. Beside them, Floki and Clement. 3 teams we're expecting to do so well, all in one of the best spots for this zone. They pull it as well, so they have advantage for now. For Sasha Malabuka, Also here, a strong duo who the further they get, the stronger they are. They'll see what they can do. X-Sweet's picking up Andy in the feed. Everyone quiets down. Only one burst they are. Kind of reeling a few shots in sight. Everyone's getting ready for that move. It's going to be tough here, 11 in this first game.
Yeah, but I don't know how tough it'll be for these guys, right? You saw there, Max and Materials, they've got a pad as well. I'm sure they'll look to scout high ground, see if that's an option for them. But they've got to be careful because there's a bunch of other teams in the lobby that will want to do so. Floki and Clemento, oh my goodness, Ale Blue, they're picking up another elimination. First of the game. And Loki was so unsuspecting, just got completely caught out from behind. And that's going to be huge for these guys moving forward. That refresh is nice.
Big arc up top, everyone basically using the same launch pad to get to where they need to go. Fury landing first, and up in the sky we see Vanya still waiting to see what he can do. Chapix rehits it with Tayson. They'll dictate exactly how height looks, it feels like, all the way up top here, but they see a few people already building up super fast. They're gonna keep it low-key for now and maybe take height later.
Yeah, you see they have their eyes on it, the double dip. He wanted to be the highest in the sky, make sure he could scout it well and see what their options were. They chose to leave it in the meantime, but we'll see how that pays off for them. Pink is still in this one in the bottom right of your screen, and you'll see how he can do. He's gonna be running low on mats eventually, but a refresh in the back of the zone will be the way to solve that, and you can see him attacking the wall. Those guys caught with their pants down, they don't even know where they're getting shot from.
This is crazy. Think about it. Sometimes this man has a teammate, and he can do even more. Right now, he's doing more than half the teams we've seen already as a solo player on second high ground. No one's even focusing him just yet, and he's ahead of Surge. It's Jerky and iDrop that have control for now. Every time I see Jerky on high ground 11, he does not lose it easy.
Yeah, these guys got to be careful though. They need to reinforce height. You can see already Jerky getting chopped down to just wood. And it's going to be really hard to hold this when you have the likes of Tayson and Chapix looking up for it. They would have spotted that wood. They would have known what these guys on height doing. We're taking it for ourselves. You can see the build fight coming out. The code from Jerky isn't going to come through. And so he's forced to knock it down. But as he does that, he forces a fight. And he ain't winning a fight against these guys. Tayson and Chapix, they're up there on height. And they're up there for the win. You can see they've got it now. Dry drop. The big drop will be forced all the way down, and Tayson and Chapix, they hold height in game one, but for how long you can see they themselves are down to wood, and that could be a problem as they move forward.
Big cost to get it. Pink still alive though, somehow still surviving. 300 mats for Wood still left. Now he's finally getting focused. Tayson desperate for a pickup for anything at all. Down low, there's even more pressure. Pink now sandwiched from all sides. Has to give it all up down to low ground where it's catacombs. It's a graveyard. There's no one here. It's empty, and he finds some reprieve. One player slides in, but Pink sees it coming, denies access towards his builds. This man, a legend, a solo from the fourth zone, is still somehow alive.
Yeah, you can see going up against Jackson. Jackson will be taken out, and so Pink will be able to stay on low for just that bit longer, but he wants to fight with Edison. He needs to be careful. He wanted to try and get that loot, and he will do it, but it's not going to be enough, right? The flopper will keep in the game for just a bit longer. The chug splashes as well, but can he get over this hill? It doesn't quite look like it. One build comes out. Can he sort of dance his way around? It's going to be so difficult, but it's fine because so many players are going down at this stage. You can see Malibuka and Mustache are responsible for that as well, and now down to just bare bones. Pink will eventually fall, but a brilliant fight, nonetheless, a valiant effort. But you can see Malibuka and Mustache, they want it all. They're clearing out their layer. They will not give anybody space to breathe. You can see as well, the floppers will be huge if it comes to a heal off. They're setting up real nice going out into this closing moments of the game.
Unbreakable wall down low made of wood and a strong duo. Meanwhile, Chapix up top is trying anything to have a single elimination. Another one for Mustache and Malibuka. They're up to 7, trying to wrap this one all out. Now the Siphon mats come in, but pressure is still raining up from above. Armored wall to maybe just silence them for just a second. Look at the distance between both teams right now. It's first versus fourth overall, and one more player down below. Shizo and Krusty, 2 separate, no duos to be able to help them out in this circumstance. Med miss actually for Krusty to be able to mantle around and get straight up into the zone. Big shot over, and Shizo goes down afterwards though. Mustache and Malibuka, they have the sonar on, they hear everything. They pick him apart, and now things are getting dark. This is where they were born and molded. One player down, Mustache is just popping off for the moment. 6 for him, but there's a trade. Now a 1v1. Malibuka, floppers, and chuck splashes didn't play. The zone's not fully closed yet. He's gonna be able to heal for just a second, but look at Tayson's HP pool. He might just be able to do this. Grabs height to start off this game. Afterwards has time to work with to maybe even make this 1v1 something special for us to witness. Final jump down. Malibuca might be running out of mats here just on the backside, but he gets 150 pod off. He's looking good for now. It's going to be an even clash on both sides. First build block. Now Tayson's going up from the right. He doesn't know exactly where Malibuca is. Look up, my friend. He's got the high ground. Malibuca has a harpoon option as well. 170 mats, no, almost 200 to use, and Tayson's forced to the ground. Has nothing for protection. He has to go for the spray. Malibuca low on HP as well. This 1v1 can dictate how the day goes completely. Tayson looking for the shot. He gets rattled up a little bit. He still has the HP advantage. Malibuca looking for it. Tayson almost finds a shot down. One more shot. It's coming down. Tayson with a big one going off to the right, but it's Malibuca who's just too good and can't be stopped with the first victory royale.
Now everybody on the mid and low ground layers, and then they went up in the final moments as well. Some key shots. Look at that, down to just a lick of HP. He couldn't even afford to take just a tiny bit. But
all transpired. Remember, this is just game one. Don't get too crazy, all right? Just look at the points. Just think, okay, we have 5 more games. Things will continue to develop. Right now, though, with that victory royale and 9 eliminations,